Yo, what's good, team? We are back. If you guys don't know who I am J3, aka SS.
What up, y'all? It's your man Chris, aka SB. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man.
I feel like Batman sometimes. I swear, let me loosen up a little bit. But anyway, we got a new topic for you guys today, brought to you by C. Smith, aka SB.
Yeah, man. I came with this one because I saw this one and it's a little close to me.
Yeah.
Something
It's really close to you because you stay playing this all the time. Like I'll just log into PS4 and I'll see you and you're playing this.
Yeah.
You know.
Most of the time. Most of the time, if I'm on PlayStation, I'm playing this game or something like it.
It's your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know what we're talking about Assassin's Creed. Y'all, you know what's up. Netflix has done it again. They came with another fire series coming to Netflix.
Yes. And once again, Assassin's Creed is attempting to go live action. So we got an article here from the good people at Variety, and it goes a little something like this.
Hit it. All right, never mind. Of course I have it. Go ahead. All right.
Assassin's Creed live action Netflix series in development. An Assassin's Creed live action series is currently in development at Netflix, Variety has learned. The series is part of a deal between Netflix and video game company Ubisoft to develop content based on their best-selling video game franchise. The deal will include live-action, animated, and anime series. The search is currently on for a showrunner for the first series with Ubisoft Film and Television Jason Altman and Danielle Krennic set to serve as executive producers. Quote, for more than 10 years, millions of fans around the world have helped shape the Assassin's Creed brand into an iconic franchise.
Real talk.
We're thrilled to create an Assassin's Creed series with Netflix, and we look forward to developing the next saga in the Assassin's Creed universe, end quote. Assassin's Creed first debuted in 2007 and became an instant hit with over 155 million copies of the various titles in the franchise having been sold to date. The open world games explore the war between the rival secret orders of the Assassins and the Templars as they use advanced machines to access genetic memories of assassins in different periods of the past to track down powerful artifacts called Pieces of Eden. Quote, we're excited to partner with Ubisoft and bring to life the rich, multi-layered storytelling that Assassin's Creed is beloved for, said Peter Freilander. Continuing, he says, from its breathtaking historical worlds and massive global appeal as one of the best-selling video game franchises of all time, we are committed to carefully crafting epic and thrilling entertainment based on this distinct IP and provide a deeper dive for fans and our members around the world to enjoy.
That's it?
That's where I'm stopping.
A lot of... All right, anyway. Pulling the microphone. Dry. Okay. Looking to get that water. Go ahead, bro. Dry. It's like, you finished? Yeah, I'm done.
I ain't used to talking that much.
No, but I have to say this. So Netflix, we all know what Netflix is. Netflix has been doing it big. They got some of the best programming on TV now, you know what I mean? We had Stranger Things came from Netflix, you know what I mean? Yes. And that was a major hit. And then, they just got Cobra Kai, which was already, in my eyes, a hit. And now it's on a grander scale on Netflix.
Yeah.
The Witcher, I didn't watch The Witcher, but I heard it was dope.
I did.
You want to go in?
I enjoyed The Witcher.
The Witcher.
It wasn't what I expected it to be, but I enjoyed it, especially when I learned that they did it more based on the books than they did on the game.
Actual game. Got you. Word. And Henry Cavill's body?
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. If Henry Cavill decided he wanted to do another swords flick, another night flick, Game of Thrones better not pass him up. That's all I'm saying. That boy is a Targaryen. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, interesting.
Aegon the Conqueror.
I can see it. In the blonde hair. I can see that.
Yeah, he's Aegon the Conqueror.
Okay. And you might, but can he act at that level though? Game of Thrones. You know what? I'll take it back because guess who? Count Drago. And Jason Momoa was there. So I mean,
and you've got
And
Amelia Clark is in
Khaleesi.
there.
Yeah, she
and
wasn't really.
let's not forget Sophie Turner.
Yeah,
So,
we'll fit in. It fit in pretty well. Yeah, all right, yeah. I thought of some of the older cast members that were just so iconic with their acting.
Like Lena Headey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And that's the thing about TV, and film. Like sometimes if you put a weaker actor around greater actors, it bolsters the lesser actor's performance sometimes.
Got you.
Because they're rising up to this level because they want to impress their compatriot.
That makes sense. So, The Witcher is hot.
Yes.
Then we got good news on we both fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
So they said we were gonna do that, but then that kind of went to a falling out with the creators and Netflix to a degree. So I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. But the idea was fire.
Yeah.
The idea is fire. And now you have Assassin's Creed, which I don't know, but I think that's a good idea for it to be a series instead of a movie because we're going to talk about that movie. Yeah. But, it's a lot to it.
For it to be a TV series is actually a very good idea.
Okay.
And it makes more sense than it would be for a movie.
Explain it. I want to know this.
Because now you have time to flesh out characters and the story, because Assassin's Creed is two stories at once.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just tell the story of the earlier history of the assassin. You have to also tell the modern day story.
Got you.
In order for it to work, and there's some nuances there that need to be touched. That just doing it in 2 hours, you just ain't gonna do it. It's going to fail.
Yeah, it fell hard. But I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as excited as you are because of the movie.
Yeah.
And because of the information that I got from Avatar: Last Airbender, when the creators, they said, yo, we're gonna have the creators come in. They're gonna help us shape this up to the right type of show that everybody wants to see, because the movie, another project that failed.
Yes.
Avatar was a bad movie.
A horrible movie.
Bobby Hill, I'm done. I'm out. I don't want to see that. And then Assassin's Creed, Michael Fassbender, trash.
Bad movie.
From what I heard. I don't know which one's worse.
See.
But I will say Assassin's Creed's worse because Michael Fassbender is a good actor. The motherfuckers in Avatar was just sauce. More disappointing on the Assassin's Creed. So I got two bad movies in theaters, and Netflix is now bringing some series, which that's what we want to see, because these two stories bring so much to life. But I'm still worried.
Like, for me,
I was worried.
For me, I skipped Assassin's Creed the movie because I knew, based on the trailer, some stuff I seen in the trailer, that it wasn't going to be it.
Oh, you foresaw the future.
As a fan of the game, I saw it. As soon as I realized they didn't have the animus right, I was like, this ain't going to work.
He lost his finger and everything in that movie. He was what the hell?
He's depending on the time period he's supposed to. But it
waste of time.
Like when they had the animus looking thing in the trailer, and it looked like the Sentinel jack-in from Matrix 3.
Trash.
I was like, no, this ain't it. They don't, like, all they need is, because for animus jack-in, it's all you need is a chair. You do it like the original Matrix did it when they sat back in the chair. That's all you need. You don't even have to plug them in. It goes on the arm.
Got you.
So as far as this is concerned,
okay,
I do have a major fear.
What is that?
And that's that it's not Assassin's Creed. That it's Assassin's Creed in name only. And I have that fear because that's what the games have become. The games are Assassin's Creed in name only now. Outside of Origins, which gets a pass because it's the origin story. We had Odyssey, which was more concerned about telling a Greek Spartan tale over an assassin, because they never really became an assassin. And then you have the upcoming Valhalla that's about to drop, which they have already said this is more about being a Viking than it is about being an assassin.
Got you.
But
they was killing some people too, though.
Yeah, but I have hope for it, and the only reason I have hope for it is because of Black Flag, because they got the guy who wrote Black Flag writing Valhalla, from what I'm understanding, and that was a pirate themed one, but he was still an assassin.
Gotcha.
So I have
You just worried about them losing the essence of actually being an assassin,
Yeah.
which makes perfect sense. But see, you said The Witcher was good,
Yes.
so I
Now,
mean they in a
yeah, but the thing about The Witcher was, once again, that is my thing about The Witcher. It was all about. It wasn't about the characters. It was mine was surface deep. It wasn't the stories. It like mine. Sometimes I got confused because they didn't do time right. Like they would go show stuff in the past and then in the present, and it would be kind of jumbled because they wouldn't tell you. Like all you need is a timestamp, but you know, but this, as far as the story elements was concerned, once you figured that out, it was cool. And my gripes with that was basically these characters don't look how I expect them to see, and then I'm told, oh, that's because they base the characters' looks based on the books.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool.
All right. So it's a pro and con. It's like, okay, I was expecting this, but you did have a legitimate source.
Yeah.
So Assassin's Creed source is the video game.
Yeah. And they have so much that they can go to. But
are they going to though?
Yeah. But what excites me though is because they mentioned three different mediums. They mentioned live action, they mentioned regular animation.
Got you.
And they specifically said anime. They specifically separated them.
I will go for the animation more than anything.
Yeah, and what excites me about them, what excites me about them saying anime in particular means Japan. Ancient Japan. If you taking me there, and this is why people are saying Ghost of Tsushima is the best Assassin's Creed game ever, because this is what people have been waiting for.
So let me get this straight. Netflix got a show, something called Bad Love Robot or something like that, where I have a bunch of anthology stories going on. So do you think, because what you're saying, now this I could deal with, because if you're telling me each season or episodes will be in a different format, like one episode might be an anime episode that tells a story about like a Japanese character or something, or you have the one when he went to the Civil War or something like that, the Patriot one, where that's an animation, and then you have a live action episode, then you have a 2-in-1 futuristic kind of like Blade Runner type deal or something like that. I could roll with something like that. That'd be very interesting just to see visually.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think that's how they're going to go.
Okay.
From my reading, but I don't watch that show, so I don't know how that format. But from my understanding, it reads to me more like they're doing multiple shows.
Gotcha.
Like the deal is for multiple shows, and that's why I said once again that's cool, because now you have time to tell these stories, because now we can touch on the different time periods. So if you want to go to the Mongols, you can touch on that and see how Genghis Khan was killed. Or if you like Cleopatra, you can see how she got killed. Or
nice.
Yeah. Or
and run into Miss Frizzle on the way there.
Or because
seat books, everyone.
Because there are certain characters even in the games that we would like to see more of. Yeah. That were hyped up, but you didn't really get to see much of them because the story was.
Wouldn't that make you worried about that if they base it off and not necessarily base it, but put too much effort on characters that we just don't even like? We get a snippet of, and they're like, you know what? They ran by each other and said hi, but we're gonna put a little more detail in the reason why they said hi and where that person.
No. That's not what I meant.
Okay.
So there are.
That's the anime shit, bro.
There are what we call master level assassins, right? Legendary assassins throughout history. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about them. Like you have Amunet, who assassinated
Egyptian.
Assassinated Cleopatra. She was in Assassin's Creed Origins, but she was just in it as a little bit as the wife of the main character. But you knew about her before you knew about that main character. We knew about Amunet all the way back in Assassin's Creed 2.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
So you have her, and then you have the assassin who killed Genghis Khan. They also introduced the assassin who killed Xerxes in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but that was part of a DLC. So, and then there's the Chinese assassin Xiao Jun, who was part of Assassin's Creed. I believe it was the Bloodlines thing. I forget the name of it. But
All right.
there,
I don't know.
Yeah, there are. So what I'm getting at, what makes me excited is there are just so many time periods, right? Like let's say, so here's a synopsis for you,
Got you.
and it's from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It was a DLC where they said Jack the Ripper was an assassin who went rogue. Now we got to stop him.
I like Jack the Ripper.
You see, and now you see where I'm going. So it's all these type of tales, and then
So you just think it's gonna? You think they just sum it up right now? What you say if they're gonna do Assassin's Creed like an anthology where you have a bunch of stories that have to do with a lot of different characters, or like a 2-parter, stuff like that. Give me a nice little 15 episodes, 10 episodes, something like that, and just base it. Or if you're talking about something like that, sign me up. But if you're talking about making it based off of one character, I'm gonna be honest with you, I see it failing because Assassin's Creed is about other stories. I don't want to see about one character and then unless you do it like the video games. Season 1 is about this character. Season 2 is about this character. Season 3 is about, you know what I mean? And that way you can still keep going. Because how many Assassin's Creed is it, like 15?
It seemed like it.
Because it came out every year since 2002.
And then they realized it was getting weaker, and they started skipping years. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like 15.
Yeah. So it's like 2007, I think.
Or was that Prince of Persia or something?
Prince of Persia was in there too.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Assassin's Creed started off as a Prince of Persia game, and they flipped it, and it ended up getting flipped.
No, they was the same game at the same time. I remember playing I remember playing Prince of Persia on my GameCube, and I remember playing Assassin's Creed on the PS2.
Yeah. What I'm saying is it was initially developed to be Prince of Persia.
Got you. Word.
You know how development goes.
Yeah.
So so from a live action perspective, right? I think it should explore different assassins, but the modern day characters should be the same because you're telling one long story because it's a seemingly never ending battle.
Got you.
Right. So you can show the modern day assassins and how they're going about things, but through each season you use a different ancestor type assassin. So just like how the first games used, the first one was Altair, and then the second game it was Ezio, and then by the time you got to 3, it was Connor. These were 3 different assassins in 3 different time periods, but they were all connected through Desmond, who was the modern day character, who was a descendant of all of them.
All right. So regardless of it, Netflix is coming with some fire, and it's coming with this fire with a fan base, an audience that I think, because you're excited for it, and you know, like I said, you always playing Assassin's Creed, and people are going to be looking forward to this, and I just hope they get it right, man.
Yeah.
That sums it up, man. Ain't nothing.
Because I can tell you this: if they get it wrong, after we had to,
You gonna punch a wall?
I'm not punching the wall.
Okay.
But I'm over my wall punching phase.
Okay.
But if they get it wrong after the massive misstep that was the movie, I'm personally going to give up on seeing it in any other and seeing Assassin's Creed in any other genre aside from video games. I'm gonna be done.
Y'all heard it here first. He's done if they screw it up. Don't hold your breath. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion, the topic. I'm J3.
It's your boy Chris.
And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and push that subscribe button, thumbs this video up, and do not forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All right, y'all. We out.